What's going to happen? Russia is going to attack the United States via nuclear warfare, a nuclear strike. They are going to attack all major cities, and they are going to go bye-bye. Our president is tough. The presidential seat, as we have known it, has been removed, and there is no more president, no matter who or whoever he or she was. They are gone. And Russia is going to nuke the United States and two other nations, bringing us down to the bone, down to the skeletal. And it occurs in the fall.
Russia has tested a new nuclear-capable missile. It is called the Saturn II. Moscow claims this missile can hit targets anywhere in the world, even the North and South Pole. The missile can also evade defense systems. Vladimir Putin says this new weapon will make Russia's enemies think twice. Is Russia's new weapon a serious threat for the West?
Russia claims that this missile can fly over the North or the South Pole and strike targets anywhere in the world. The missile has a range of 11 to 18,000 kilometers, and it can carry 10 or more warheads. This includes nuclear bombs. But Russia's archenemy, the United States, is not worried about these tests.
The Defense Department said today that we did not deem the test a threat to the United States or its allies, and the timing and the scope of Russia's missile tests do not influence our approach to countering Russia's further invasion of Ukraine.
Now, there are growing concerns Russia could launch a nuclear attack within months. Russian officials have confirmed it plans to deploy its newly tested intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the United States by its autumn. It comes as top American officials visit Ukraine for the first time since war broke out. Joining me now, Sunrise Foreign Editor Dr. Keith Suter. Keith Suter, how serious is this threat of Russia launching a nuclear attack? This is taking us back to the Cold War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, is it?
That's right. So Mr. Putin is taking us back to an earlier era of warfare. We all thought that we were moving out of the nuclear weapon era. Clearly, that's not the case. He's already had an impact with his nuclear weapons because, for example, NATO countries do not want to have a head-on collision with him because they are worried about the existing nuclear weapons, let alone the new ones. So Putin having nuclear weapons has certainly had an impact on the war in Ukraine because of his threat to use them.
It's a high-stakes game. How worried should we be, Keith?
Very worried. It's going to continue to get worse and worse, and there's no clear end in sight.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned the West against interfering in Ukraine. He said he would unleash retaliatory strikes against what he called any unacceptable strategic threats. Now, he said Moscow has the means to carry out these strikes. In the speech to Russian lawmakers, he also accused the U.S. of inflaming the conflict by sending arms to Ukraine.
If anyone from outside moves to interfere in the current developments and creates unacceptable strategic threats for Russia, they should know that our response to encounter these assaults will be lightning fast. It will be quick. We have all the tools for this, the kind that no one else can boast of right now.
What's your message for Putin now, right now? If you could talk to him, what would you say to him?
I would say it's a shame what you've done. You're killing, I think potentially, look, you know, if these people aren't smart, and they're not, our leaders are not smart. If they're not smart, you're going to end up in a nuclear war. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning. And I've been the best predictor of things ever. Now, it doesn't have to happen. It shouldn't happen. But if our people aren't smart, you're going to end up in a nuclear war.
So what's your message to him?
I think they're dealing with...
If he's watching this interview, and he will be,
look,
what would you say to him?
I think they're dealing with him incorrectly. I think what they're saying, it's almost like they're speaking with fear. And they don't understand. one weapon alone that would destroy everything.
Has Russia made itself, with this invasion, has it made itself an enemy of the United States?
Well, I think two things have happened. Number one, they've proven to be less powerful than we thought. That's a good thing from our standpoint. But at the same time, they have a second degree of weapon that is very powerful. And nobody can be allowed to use it, talk about it, or threaten with it. I would do, and I say this, our country's in trouble. Something has to happen. And if it doesn't happen, and if we don't have smart leadership, you're going to end up with no world. The world is going to be blown to pieces. We have stupid people now running our country. The world is going to be blown to pieces.